Good, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's me, Joe Hernandez from LA Valley College. I'm the assistant for the Adaptive Fitness Center and the assistant for the Abilities Club. And welcome to my LA Valley College Adaptive Fitness Center Abilities Club press conference. I got some updates with you about what's going on. I just want to talk to you guys about what's 6 days. I know today people are have a peaceful protests about the passing of George Floyd. After this today, we will have a moment of silence, and we want to let the Floyd family know that we are here to support you. Today, Today it was a peaceful protest, but the last 6 days was not good news. Tonight is curfew is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to make sure there's no violence. So far, we haven't seen any violence, although there was a pursuit um, earlier in South LA, and I don't know any information about that. So, but it's been peaceful. Nobody hasn't gotten arrested so far. I know there should be arrests tonight, but I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. But I just want to talk to people today. Is the violence is not the answer. Looting is not the answer. There is a different way, or the way we could settle your issues. We're not going back to the 1992 riots, LA riots. I remember that. I was a young person when that happened. I was still in middle school and high school, and I had to deal with that. But I'm 36 now, and 30 years later, I'm 36, and I'm an adult. There's responsibilities. But what you're doing, looting, sinning, uh, whatever you guys are doing, breaking into pharmacies and other places, don't do it because you will hear from your local authorities. You will be arrested. You will be charged. Um, it's not happening, dude. It's heartbroken to see people do that. There's a way. There's an issue. If you have issues, please contact me. Let's talk it over. If you contact me or somebody, or the mayor or LAPD, or talk to somebody that knows how to help, we're here to help you guys. Now, the issue in Minneapolis, that was wrong. I get your pain and anger. I'm there with you. I was broken in tears too when that happened. My brothers and sister, it's not gonna change. The only way it's gonna change is hear your voice, have a peaceful protest, have talk to officials, talk to God, talk to somebody, pray that there's justice. Now, the officer that murdered Mr. Floyd, he's charged. He's in jail right now. He might got a lesser sentence, third degree murder and manslaughter, but he. I know you guys are one more on that, but no, that's Minneapolis' rules. I mean, you can't do anything about it. I mean, you could protest, you could do whatever you want. I mean, you could change something to talk to somebody. Pray to God that there will be a change. But so for Mr. Floyd's brother, the mother, the dad, or everyone in that family, loved ones, family, friends, we are deep in sorry that happened to your son. I wish we could bring everyone back that suffered police brutality with officers, and and you don't hear you need to understand violence is not the answer. I get your pain. I get your frustration. I get your stress. I get everything. But let's end this violence tonight. Okay? Whoever's hearing me out on YouTube tonight, take a pause and regroup and see what's going on with you. What's the future holds for you guys? Justice will be served. I guarantee you that. God will punish that officer that murdered Mr. Floyd. Now, as for the three officers, they haven't been charged yet, but I'm sure justice will be coming for them. Or they've been fired. I know that all those officers have been fired, but there's still issues going on around the world. Not just that. There's people rioting, vandalizing, and all that. You know who you are. I know who you are because I see you on TV. The young people today are confused what to do. Talk to somebody. You want justice. You want peace. You want to voice your change and all that. Let's do it. Let let it happen. Talk to somebody and change. I guarantee you that. But I at the end, I want to do a moment of silence because it's the right thing to do. I know people on social media today are doing Blackout Tuesday, uh, put a pause today, and I'm not putting a pause today. I'm going to talk about it. Uh, yeah, I get it. If you need to talk to me, I'll be available. Live chat me right now. I have it open right now. Please have questions, comments, or concerns. Please feel free to type into the live chat. Get your frustration on. I so I have to get it off my chest right now. But I don't want to see any more violence in our town or anywhere. We have so far today we have peaceful protests, no problems. There might have been a couple issues, but they were minor. But I just think that let's work together. Let's find a solution of our problems. I know the COVID-19 pandemic can give you stress too, and other stuff going on, especially the COVID-19 pandemic. We're still under the stay-at-home order. We just gave us the green light to reopen stuff. I just I don't get young generations anymore. I've been there. I've done it. I know how it feels. So I'm just asking everyone take put a pause on what you're doing and ask yourselves, is this the right thing to do? Tonight we are going to issue curfew from 6 p.m., 6 a.m. We're going to reevaluate it tomorrow and see what happens then. So far, it's working out right now, but everybody who's outside right now, if you're not an essential worker, you shouldn't be out. You're violating the curfew, and you could possibly get arrested. If you're protesting, it's unlawful assembly, and you could be arrested. We had 2,700 arrests over the last 6 days because since the protest began. I don't know how many tonight is. It might be less tonight. So who knows? Because I haven't had any issues. I haven't seen any issues on the news. So I just want to warn you guys. There's National Guards out there. There's LAPD out there. There's other agency out there, and if you start a fire departments out there with ambulance and paramedics. Do the right thing. Don't break the law. Please take a pause tonight to think what you're doing. You can make a difference in your lives. Don't be a criminal. Do something about it. Make a change tonight. Make a change tomorrow. So far, peaceful protest is good. They want you to have a peaceful protest. There will be changes in the future. All right, so I get that off of my back. I'm gonna. Um, okay, I'm gonna update you guys. Participatory government update. Last week we just had one meeting. That was the Work Environmental Committee. They were discussing approval of the revised facility location models, and they discussed improve all program reviews, facilities request rankings, and then they approved the 2020-2021 goals. So that's what we're involved with right now. I'm waiting for this to. So we got some updates for you guys. The president briefed us today in a moments of silence and talked about Mr. Floyd today. But I want to update you guys on some stuff. So we are on the road of recovery. We're still in talks about reopening campuses and when are we doing that? There is some programs 6 programs might return in the fall for some limited classes and some limited programs. I know athletics had some considerations in the fall. I know Child Development Center wants to get back, so we are working on plans on that. And we're still in talks with all those groups when we're going to do that. They might move into stage 3. The Adaptive Fitness Center will be one of them, with the closest with the SSD office and kinesiology department. There might be some kinesiology and classes and health classes might do the same, but we don't know that yet. They're still in talks about that. athletics, according to fall sports. Well, we're hoping that fall sports will come back to campus and resume, but we will have another season. But they had a board of directors, a board meeting today, the last week. They're in talks about plans. Uh, there's a plan A. We're trying to see if the governor will allow us to do that, to give us the green light. Uh, Starting this month, we should see something going on with the CCCAA. There is 4 plans. If Plan A works, we will use that plan. If Plan A fails, then we have to wait to July. There's a date for that also. I think it's in mid-June or the third week of June. When that happens, we're not sure. There's there's rumors about a white paper going out to everyone in the state of California about the what's going on. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you posted when athletics returns, if it returns. Uh, I know. Yeah, we know everyone wants to come back, but we are not at that stage to have everyone have a mass gathering at the school. We could only bring limited people back, with modifications, with some physical distancing and health screening, which is taking your temperatures, and your face covering will be the key part of that recovering until next year, until this pandemic is over. Um, we have some online services. You should have gotten an email about those contacts and directory. I recommend you take advantage of those. If you have any questions, contact me. We have the clean schedule. As of Friday, it's still continuing. But since we had this issue with the protesters and looting, it might be some delays into that. But we're hopefully starting tomorrow or the next day or Friday, we could get these maintenance and operations back on campus so we could still continue our schedule of cleaning our buildings and sanitize it to make sure when you guys come back, you have a clean office and clean building. We we're not sure when we're coming back, but once we come back, you guys will have a clean building and everything will be sanitized. So we'll keep you posted on the cleaning schedule. I should get another update on that next week. I know this week is finals week, so I wish everyone good luck on finals. For students, get A+ and finish strong uh, on your finals, tests, and paperwork. And then there's online resources and help for you guys. Go to your student portal or go to lavc.edu for the directory of your of help and all that. We are on a different schedule for finals. That should have been sent out to everyone. So I don't want to hear a question about finals. Chancellor Rodriguez updated us about the protests on Saturday. He wants to tell you guys this right now. Dear LACCD colleagues, students, administrators, faculty, and staff, the horrific, unexcusable death of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer is the latest tragedy in a long epidemic of unwarranted beating and killing other marginalized communities. During encounters with law enforcement personnel throughout this country, the dissension of normalization of such deaths is simply alarming and indeed disheartening commentary of our current society. Our deepest sympathies go out to his family, friends, and loved ones, and to all those who are suffering similar traumatic and unjust losses. We are here for you guys. We're here to support you. The death of Mr. Floyd recorded on video and broadcast to millions of people around the world. It's a reminder of the beating of Rodney King in 1992 when we had the LA riots. Remember the Watts riots too. But I think you guys were too young for the Watts riots. But the LA riots I remember. It is also a reminder that we have much more work ahead to heal and redress the country's longstanding and resolving issues of race relations. Mr. Floyd's death has sparked social and criminal justice rallies and forums to increase awareness, to engage in lawful civil disobedience, and to demand justice. This action is warranted. The pain and frustrations are understandable. The freedom of speech and the right to assembly are cherished constitutional rights and cornerstones of our American democracy. In sharp contrast, and misguided individuals have redirected important and necessary attention and have multiplied the opportunity to loot and cause mayhem across the United States cities, including Los Angeles. This was early Saturday morning. The District Educational Center in downtown Los Angeles fell victim to criminal vandalism. That included loss of property, graffitis, and broken windows to the administrative hearing room on the first floor. No other damage or operational incapability to the faculty or the district is known at this time. This is a safety precaution. All first floor interior areas of the ESC are being secured with a premier area, wooden barrier premier perimeter. That means that it's boarded up, so you can't get in. Furthermore, I have directed that the building be closed to all personnel until further notice, including for all essential service personnel. We are working closely with our law enforcement partners and the LA County Sheriff's Community College Bureau to make sure the ESC, the college, and all district facilities are secure and safe. The district priority is your health and safety, in additional rallies, lawful assemblies, and protests are planned in greater Los Angeles throughout the weekend, or last weekend. I urge you to be cautious, intentionally alert if you're traveling outside your home. We are continuing to closely monitor the situation and will provide you updates as appropriate. And please be safe. That was Saturday, guys. Uh, I'm going to give you guys another update on what's going on. This is from Dr. Gribbins, our LA Valley College president. He issued today on Sunday that the campus will be closed. Well, it was closed anyways because nobody's supposed to be on there on campus. Sunday, he issued everyone not to go to campus because it was closed. If it's urgent, you need to contact him right away. But that was Sunday. Then he sent me so he sent me a update on what's going on. So I want to join the Chancellor on a combination of the killing of George Floyd by Minneapolis police officers. Indeed, it is important that we exercise our right of freedom of speech, not accepting any unjust treatment of members of our community that are African American, Latinas, or any other race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, or any other groups. While we must categorize reject any unjust treatment, it is especially critical to speak out against injustice that results in the death, which it was the case with Mr. Floyd. George Floyd, sorry. Or I call it Mr. Floyd. My thoughts and prayers go out to the Floyd family and friends, everyone deeply impacted of this tragedy. May justice and peace provide in the upcoming days. So please be safe. For ways to support members and community as we work through this troubling times, and hopefully we avoid further destructive forces and looting and any act of violence. That was Mr. Gribbins on. That was on Sunday at 3:38. He sent another email on Sunday night at 4 o'clock. Dear Monarchs, earlier today I emailed you about the campus being closed today. I'm condemning the killing of George Floyd. Chancellor's cabinet also met today to discuss security campus. Governor Newsom and the County LA Board of Supervisor and Mayor Eric Garcetti declared a new state of emergency for regions. In response, we are further securing our college campuses. Just to let you know, guys know, all college campuses are closed until further notice. We are asking all staff to work online and work from home from Monday to tomorrow. During this time, we will access the security of our colleges daily and may call staff back sooner or to extend full online. Now, for essential like maintenance and operations, they might come back because they still have jobs they need to do. Essential employees may be asked to return to work during this time for emergency and other urgent duties. Any staff members that will not been directed to work on site during this time may only come back to campus if my advance of authorization. At this in case, let me know and copy your supervisor, dean, and vice president, or direct your department chair. Please be sure to check your email daily for updates. I do my best to send any update by 5 o'clock. Stay safe and be well, guys. Monarchs all the way. Dr. Gribbon said that on Sunday, guys. On Monday, he updated us this week's campus update. I wanted to, dear Monarchs, in this week's campus update, I would like to follow up on a message condemning the killing of George Floyd and the impact that is having in our African American students, staff, faculty, and administrators. Several members of our community share with me their experience and perspectives. I am deeply appreciative in the opportunity to promote greater understanding. Uh, an importance to acknowledge pain and trauma that injustice of George Floyd's killing and accommodate effects of a history, racial inequalities, and systematic oppression are having on our African American students, staff, faculty, and administrators. It should not be taken that this tragedy to call our attention to these injustices, but let us not fail to act now. We need to be allies of our African American community members. We need to assure that Valley College is a safe place, listening carefully to our African American students, staff, faculty, administrators, and ensuring that they know what we stand with them. Hereafter, let us look for opportunities to promote understanding and further the case of justice. We already have several efforts planned with this focus. I will continue to ask for feedback to the span of these efforts. Also, please be mindful of impacts of combining traumatic variables that our Black and African American students and campus communities are feeling, especially now as we move into finals week. For our faculty members, we will be sending out messages soon with additional guidance of incompletes and W's and how to support students during this difficult time. I also want to remind our community and resource available. The LACCD Employee Assistance Program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You could call 1-800 327 0449 or visit MHN webpage. The company code is LACCD. The LA County Department of Mental Health also has a 24-hour day, 7 days a week access phone number, which you can reach by calling 1-800-854-7771 or texting LA to 741-741. To our entire campus community, please join me in this expression of support to our African American students, staff, faculty, and administrators in our rejections to racism. Let us all look for ways to unite as we move forward. Also, please join me tomorrow. Well, today, he had it today, of today's briefing. He had it today, he was asking we begin for a moment of silence for the loss of Mr. Floyd's life and the pain of Trump and other black African American people that we lost, and the pain and trauma that we are reverberating from it. Highest regard, and we actually will have a moment in silence after this press conference, just to let you guys know on that. I also want to bring up, and that Dr. Gribbs to update you guys on that, but I want to update you guys that the fall schedule is out, so plan on getting ahead and plan on your fall schedule if you're coming back uh, to LA Valley College. We are planning on some classes to be online, but sometimes some stuff might be face to face. But we'll let you know on that when we return in the fall. Um, yeah, so Los Angeles Valley College scheduled classes for the fall. It starts online on August 31st. To find the exact registration date, please log on to your portal. Full-time students get advantage of priority registration if you want priority registration. Try to enroll at least 12 units if possible. We want you to remain safe and stay on track with your education goals this fall. We're offering scheduled online classes. At this time, there will be no face-to-face classes services at Valley College. Do not come to the campus. Some classes will have no required online scheduled meetings. Other classes will have online and schedule required class meetings. If and when the LA County Department of Health allows some face-to-face instruction services, then we will limit face-to-face classes and services will be added to the fall classes. So we'll probably be updating that schedule on the website in the coming weeks or days, or maybe weeks or months. So we'll update you if any changes occurs. Visit class schedule webpage, and if you we have the admission records webpage also if you have online registration issues. If you have other questions, use the Welcome Center page for personal assistance. Contact them. Thank you. But I have to go to listen to the president talk about the briefing today. So I will, if he says anything important when I in the conference call, I will let you know on Friday on my press conference. But today, Chancellor Rodriguez sent out a message to everyone, and I want to share that right now. This is a message from the board president Hoffman and Chancellor Rodriguez. Dear LA Community College District, colleagues, faculty, staff, students, administrators, everyone, we are writing to you to express our pain and support during this time. The murder of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and countless other people can no longer be ignored. The nation has made history this past 6 days. The nation has a historic, harmful disease called racism. This pandemic has endured for centuries, and the time to heal and cure it is now. We stand in solidarity with our black employees and students, and we not tolerate these continued acts of violence. We stand with you. We hear you. We support you. As institutions of higher education, we call for justice in the deaths of George, Breonna, Ahmaud, and countless other victims of police criminality. However, we know that this is simply not enough, and we must be deliberated and purposeful in education around being anti racist. We must fully acknowledge that black lives do indeed matter in the way we built our schools and colleges to what we teach in our classrooms. From the way our streets are policed to equitable access to health care and to economic equitable access to healthful care. Until economic opportunities are afforded to black and disenfranchised communities, there is no justice. We recognize in the mindness of all this, including a global pandemic, there are finals to be taken, classes to be completed, work to be done, and we thank you for all you done and providing resiliently and commitment to our mission during these challenging times. We are empowered as educators. Let's use this power and influence to make lasting systematic changes. In solitary we stand, but stay home, be safe. Um, and he's right. The district's right. We have to work together. Everyone's right. Um, so let's I'm gonna update you a couple more things. Um, Chromebooks. Okay, let me talk to you about Chromebooks right now. They're still having thousands of district students trying to receive laptops. Thousand more has to be shipped. If you log into your student portal and request a Chromebook, you should be eligible for a Chromebook. Current mailing and give them a current mailing address needed. Um, if you have issues with that, because I know the district has a new vendor now, and they should be shipping you a new Chromebook. I know we're getting to the point of spring semesters ending next Monday, and we still need to ship some Chromebooks out. Let's please, if you have any questions, please contact the district or the school, or if you're with the Abilities Club or the Adaptive Fitness Center, contact Dave Malice. I think he has an email on that. So I don't have an email on that. So I'm gonna look into my portal and see if um, if I'm eligible for a Chromebook. So because that would be cool if I got another computer. That will help me a lot instead of using my phone for another meeting. So um, I do have. I sent everyone an email about the health office. Also, they're available. Also, um, if you need to talk to them. There is resources, everyone. COVID-19 Bit Nurse Line. They are available 24/7, day and night, if you need to talk about COVID-19 symptoms. Please contact 877-409-9052, and they will get you to a local resource. If you COVID-19 testing, it's available right now. If you need to get tested for COVID-19, they are free. They're available in the LA County area uh, for you guys. Get more information. Sign up for coronavirus.lacity.org/testing for more details on that. And you can schedule an appointment on that, and they'll get back to you on that. Graduation. It sounds like we're going to have a great graduation on June 9th. I will be online watching the class of 2020 graduate on June 9th at 9 o'clock. Our LA Valley College class of 2020 will be recognized. We have a online graduation. It should be a good one. It's going to be broadcast on our LA Valley College YouTube page channel. So you might want to subscribe to that, and the LA Valley College Facebook page. It will be live stream. So I know Monique is graduating on June 9th, but I'm going to be attending her ceremony on at 6 o'clock that night. So Pierce is having their graduation. I remember we had night graduations when I first started, but they changed it to morning. So I think the district wants to do it before our graduation, and I don't know how they're going to do that if all colleges are different times. So that's going to be interesting to see. So please stay tuned for that. I don't know the other colleges what time their ceremony is on June 9th. So stay tuned for that. You should know with other colleges what time you're graduating. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of class of 2020, I want to congratulate the preschoolers and kindergarten. Congratulations, the class of 2020. Kindergarten through 12th grade. If you're in elementary school, middle school, or high school, and you already graduated, congratulations. Congratulations on the class of 2020. You're moving on to a different next chapter of your lives. I know it's kind of weird to do this, and I'm not in person to congratulate you, but I'm doing this on YouTube. If you hear me today, congratulations. You're moving on to your next chapter of your life. Whatever that might be, what journey you take, or what road you take, don't know. So, congratulations. I also want to announce that I will be saying congratulations to class of 2020 until June 15th, because some ceremonies might be taking place each week until June 15th. I also want to congratulate the four-year university schools, people that are graduate already. So congratulations on the class of 2020. I wish I was in person to be there for you guys, but I'm not. I'm working from home. So I'll say congratulations. I hope your journey leads you to success in your life, in your next chapter of your life. Um, so, anyways, um, I was gonna update you guys on the COVID-19. I've gotten those numbers today, so I'm sure I'd be getting it any time. I also want to give you more information. There's resources out there for you guys. Groceries or meals, call 211. Actually, call 211 for anything, but mostly groceries and meals. Or visit www.211ca.org to connect to local food assistance and more. Medicines or medical attention, you have to call 911 or call your health plans or doctor's office for help. If it's an emergency, call 911. Community connections, reach out to 5 people to check in calls or call Friendship Line at 888 1-888 670 1360. Someone will be listening 24/7. Protections for abuse and neglect. Call 1-800-231-4024 if you're living in a care facility for long-term care, or on bonus crisis line, call 1-800-1833-401-0832 if you're living in a home, or talk to the Adult Protective Service. Protections from fraud. For our Route Watch Network helpline, call 1-877-90-83360. Support with Alzheimer's and other dementias. Call 1-800-272-3900 if you have Alzheimer's Association. They're there for you 24/7. For general COVID-19 information, call COVID information line at 833-544-2374 or go to www.covid19.ca.gov. For information for all older adult services, call California Aging Adult Information line at 1-800-510-2020 or go to www.aging.ca.gov. For more resources, visit engageca.org or raarp.org/coronavirus or arp.org/incoronavirus. And I got this in the mail from ARP, the company ARP. So, one last thing, guys, for summer baseball, it sounds like, and I'm not 100% sure. I don't make the final decision. The general manager does of that organization. But it sounds like that summer ball might not be happening this year. I had a decision today, not today, on Sunday, but I had to text him because he hasn't got back to me on that. But anyways, we have a meeting update on that tomorrow night, so I'll be attending that meeting. So any updates on that, we will pass that along on Friday. For that, I want to take any questions or comments or concerns in the live chat. I don't see it on there, but can you guys, whoever's online, please type something in the live chat. I'll wait a minute. If not, if you have a question or comment or concerns, please email me at josephhernandez96@yahoo.com and I will get to your emails. I might not get back right away, but I will get back to you. So I'll wait a minute to you have any questions. Um, let's take a moment of silence, guys, for Mr. Floyd. I think that's the right thing to do, and the people that passed on. Let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. As we remember Mr. Floyd and other people that passed on, let's work together to solve our issues. Thank you. God bless you. We love you all. And have a good night. And we will see you guys uh, on Friday for our press conference. If any breaking news occurs and all that, we will email you guys. Thank you and have a good night.